morning, everybody. I hope you had a great sleep and have lots of energy because today we are going metal detecting. It's supposed to rain and maybe thunderstorms, so we might get wet, but hey, both of our detectors are waterproof, so we are doing a bush site today and a church site. Both of them out remote rural areas, and I'm hoping the bugs aren't going to be too bad. We won't know until we get there, and we're just going to suffer through like we always do, so let's get at it. So we haven't reached the first destination yet, and here comes the raindrops. So hopefully it's not, they're calling for a thunderstorm as well. There it is, guys, the church, and you can see there's a fair amount of yard from where I parked, and it goes right up in behind. I'm not sure the year of this church, but I've been told it's old, and I mean, you can tell just from looking at it, it's old. And I'll show you guys the, I took a little walk around here. I thought this was typical small town. I don't know if you guys can see this sign here. Restroom. And I knew before I even went around the corner. There you go, there's the restroom. An old outhouse. So here's the backyard, which is actually, I mean, somebody's maintaining it. They're cutting the grass, so. And then there is a fairly open bush here. So in my last metal detecting video, I showed you guys the Kruzer and the noise issues I was having. And I'm going to show you guys, this time we're going to hunt in 3-tone mode, and I've changed some of the settings. Today we're going to run the machine on 3-tone, and I saved settings on here. And so I'm discriminating out to 20 just to get rid of some nails and such. And the gain I've bumped up to 97. So I've turned my headset off so you guys can hear the speaker. It gives the odd little chirp, and it should be a lot more sensitive than it was in 3-tone. So I'm hoping that I've brought the sensitivity up to match what I'm getting in 4-tone, but it's going to be quieter. And I can live with the odd little chirp like this. So we'll try it and see what happens. And I found my first target, which is not anything great, I don't think. So it says line and load on it, so I'm assuming that has something to do with hydro. Well, I don't know what those are. Some kind of tuber. I got a hole full of them. There's something in here metallic, we'll find it. Okay, so that's my second piece of foil running on 97 gain in 3-tone. And wow, I would have thought that was, you know, that was banging that out so loud. So I'm going to turn down the gain a couple more notches. We'll try 95 and see if I can make the machine even more quiet. Well, what have we here? Huh. That's an old stove lid, I think. Okay, so it says Wrought Iron Range, Toronto, Ontario. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, an old hem weight. And the cool thing about this one is it's still got cloth on the back. I'll show you guys the mosquitoes are not any better today. I could do that every like 30 seconds. I'm going to assume that because we're at the church that that's a pop top. Hey guys, there it is, first coin of the day. I'm not going to say it looks old, but it looks old. Okay, so it's a 68, so it could be silver. We'll have to check that. Alright guys, next hole, 1961 Canada penny. Okay, so I've got something round here, but right there. Doesn't, I don't know, it looks rusty. What is that? I don't know, guys. I mean, it looks like a coin, but it's rusty. So, I mean, I don't know. It looks like a coin, but it's rusty. Definitely not a washer, and the edge of this looks like a coin. If we look at the edge of this, it just has a finished look to it. Like a coin. This might be the perfect item to try some electrolysis on. I've been wanting to do that for a bit, and we're gonna save this and we're gonna try that when we get home. So a little history on the church here. It is over 100 years old. It was built in the early 1900s. I'm not exactly sure of the date. A few years ago they did have the 100th year service here, and this church is maintained by the Archdiocese of Ottawa, which is 5 hours from here. So, and there is a pastor in town that they were running a yearly service out here up until it was 100 years old, and then at that point they stopped doing it. I think it was as long as it was in use, then somebody was taking care of it, some rule, and that's why they only held church here once a year kind of thing. But now they're apparently not using it at all, but somebody is still maintaining the grounds because the grass is cut. So hell yeah, I just pulled a nail out of the hole and was gonna flip the plug back over, took the pinpointer, found something else. You guys are gonna like this. I'm gonna like this. Hey, look at that. That has gotta be a large cent. Oh, baby. That would be my second one ever. Really worn out, guys, but 1920. In my happy dance, but it's inside. You guys aren't going to believe this. I actually checked the hole again, and there was nothing in there. I flipped the plug back over. I didn't check the plug. I turned around, and I just accidentally swung over it again as I was going by the front step. There's something else amazing in the hole. Okay, that just fell out of the plug when I reopened the hole. And it's a button of some kind, I'm pretty sure. And I thought I could see writing on it. Oh, for sure. Canada. Oh yeah, look at that. Gold Gilt Canada. That has got to be a military button, guys. I don't know my military stuff too well. I'll have to research that when we get home. But wow, amazing, amazing find. A foot away, guys. Something even... check this out. Look at that. That is a cufflink, I think. How freaking cool is that? That has got to be a military cufflink, and definitely gold gilt on there. Oh man, that makes my day. Look at that, guys. There's another one. That is some kind of token or some kind of coin. I'm sure of it. I can't make out any features on this, but when you look at the edge, I'm convinced that that is a coin. Or more likely a token. So we'll have two of them that we can try electrolysis on anyway. I just work in the back side of the church here, guys, and right in this corner by the rear steps, got a pretty solid hit there. I mean, it's bouncing around, but it's definitely solid. I've moved 100 years worth of leaves here, and it's a brick pile. Bunch of bricks and stuff down in there. Probably an old nail. That'd be my luck. Nailed it! Well, I hope you guys can hear me. The wind is really kicking up. There's a storm blowing in. I've been here 4 hours now, so we're gonna call it there. But wow, what an amazing hunt! A large cent, a hem weight, two what I think are tokens. We'll figure that out. The gold gilt Army cuff, and then the Army button, Canada button, which I'm going to also do a bit of research on. And then of course the lid, I'm keeping that as well. That's pretty cool too. I don't find colored things too often. And there's the junk pile, guys. 4 hours of digging junk right there. Okay, so there's our 68 dime. Oh, not silver. Yeah, I think we finished just in time. Okay, so we're back at home, guys, and I wanted to do the electrolysis on these two tokens. I'm sure they're coins or tokens of some kind. I looked at them again, and the only problem is everything in my house in terms of detergent now is pods. So I don't know how this is going to work. If I put one of these into a bowl of hot water and just dissolve it, is that going to give me the same effect as if I had dumped in the old type detergent, which in high school, that's what we used for these things, was, a third of a cup of electrolyte powder, which was cleaning detergent. So I don't know. We're going to try this. If it doesn't work, don't blame me, guys. I have never done this since high school, and high school was a long time ago. So there's my hot bowl of water. Let's try this and see what happens. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm going to assume, guys, that that is just as good as pouring in the powdered stuff. So we've got the coin set up with the positive, and the rust is going to come over to the negative side. We're going to put the negative post over here. And what's going on? This gauge should go up when I connect the negative here, and I don't think it's actually moving. And connected. And no movement. The charger is too smart, it won't start putting current out. I had a nice little 2 amp charger, like the old style, that just put out no matter what you connected to. I got rid of it. Thought of one more thing we could try. Epsom salts. We do have salts. So I've poured another bowl of water, and we'll try it again with salt. And if that doesn't work, well, sorry, Mom. We're going to scrape some of those out of there. This should work. Tide Pods might have been a stupid idea, but this should work. I wanted to update you guys on the 3-tone set to 97 gain as well. I forgot. So it worked much better, was much more sensitive, didn't miss as many targets as 4-tone, but there were still targets that it missed. I would get a little scratch or just a hint of a signal. I would put the machine back into 4-tone mode, and I would get a full, clear, loud signal. Most of those items were crap, so maybe it's just iron with a mixed signal, but it seems to me that 4-tone is still giving way more information than 3, even when 3-tone is bumped up to 97 gain. So it was better. The machine was a lot quieter than in 4-tone, but I still feel like I'm missing targets, so I think for the majority of the time I use it, I'm going to be in 4-tone, and then when I need a break, I'll just have to pop it back into 3-tone and bump that gain up. I got nothing, guys. I'm going to say that I'm not a scientist, but I do have a BSc, so I don't know. I'll have to go online and do some research on a better way to do this. Is it just that my contact isn't good enough? What I did was I actually took a smaller pair of clamps that I had, and I used some sandpaper on one of the coins. I know, but I tried to make sure that we were getting contact. I think it's the charger. The charger will just not recognize that it's connected and start putting current through. I think if I had one of the old chargers that automatically put 2 amps out or something like that, no matter what, I think I'd be doing some electrolysis right now. But anyway, that's all I got for today, guys. We will try to clean those tokens because I'm sure there's something. But anyway, we'll update that in the next video. Thanks for watching.